And then my fiance, who's a poet, got, like, come on. And then we got a terrible argument. And I rarely hit women, like occasionally, but not like a, And anyway, long story short, so I said, I don't have I can't do an hour and a half of stand-up. And he said, well, do whatever you want. Take the night and put your own show together. So I thought, aha, this is great. This will be fun. So I have a really great lineup. It's obviously I'll be doing a bunch of stuff, but I also have John Benjamin, John Glazer, Mary Lynn Rice Club. We got and also Amber Tamlin and Derek Brown will be out here to help out. So when they come out, but and then I've got a bunch of stuff that I'll be introducing throughout. But first, there are a couple things before I really get started. Is Shannon McBride? Are you here? Did you get? Okay. All right. Shannon was waitress at the Hamburg Inn, and asked if she could come to the show. And I'm so sorry, but I realized after, first of all, my girlfriend Amber came in and was like, yeah, of course. So she really doesn't speak for me, and it was awkward. And it wasn't really the right thing to do. And then I realized I tipped you. I already tipped you. So if I'm going to ask, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And just grab somebody, whoever's outside who's bummed out that they couldn't get in, and you can come back to the door and point out where your seat is. Don't come any further than that. No. But, all right, so let me find out now, who is the winner of the Spotlight contest? Do we have that? Do we have that, guys? Is that guys? Who won the Spotlight thing? Okay, where is it, guys? Help me out. Where's the Spotlight? There we go. Who was it? That guy right there? Okay. There we go. All right. So, what's your name, sir? Just try. Whoever won it, yeah. What's your name, sir? No, behind. You're not in the spotlight. Don't be a spotlight hog. Put it back on the gentleman behind Andy. There you go. What's your name? Charlie. Charlie. All right, so you are the winner of the Spotlight thing, so you'll be in the spotlight for the show. And if at any point in the show, if you need to get up and use the facilities or go grab a beer, go. That shouldn't prevent you. And then the spotlight will follow you and we'll grab it. So I appreciate you entering the contest. So one of the first things I like to do whenever I go to a new place is, check out the local paper, find out the local news. And so I got up today and I got a copy of the Iowa City Press Citizen. And some really shocking news. And I wish there was something that was even more important than the front page. I wish there was like a front page. Because this news, while on the front page, literally a front page story of cracked this story. I'm sure you guys are a bit talking about it every day. But a change in motel ownership causes headaches. Don't freak out, don't freak out. It sounds worse than it is. I mean, there's more to it. All right. So guys, a change in ownership at a Coralville motel just 3 weeks before the start of the U.S. Olympic wrestling team trials in Iowa City has some fans scrambling to pin down other accommodations. Curtis Gach, a high school wrestling coach from Plattsmouth, Nebraska, and his group of about 30 friends. It's tough to pin down the number at this point. It's roughly 30 friends. He and his 30 friends. It seems weird to have 30. I would have 29 friends and then just have a group of 30. It's easier. But now he's got to call it. Well, there's going to be 31 of us. It doesn't come up. Anyway. So he and his buddies were planning to come here, but Gach said he received a phone call Tuesday informing him that reservations for 8 rooms his group had made at Motel 6 on First Avenue had been canceled. Wait! Gach said he was told by management that the motel was changing ownership in April, and the company was willing to transfer the reservation to Motel 6 in Williamsburg, but that's more than 20 miles away. Gach said that there was no option given of transferring reservations to the new ownership, and he says, and I quote, and this is where it gets heartbreaking, this is where the human side of things. Gach said, when that happened, it kind of threw a wrinkle in our plans. And with less than 3 weeks away, we're kind of scrambling. I don't know where I donate. A representative, Peter Patel, who owns 2 hotels along Coralville's First Avenue, the Best Western Canterbury Inn and Suites, and the Big Ten Inn, confirmed Thursday that he is in the process of purchasing the Motel 6. He declined to disclose the purchase price. I don't know why that would have any bearing on this story. I think Josh is overstepping his bounds. But here's where Josh O'Leary, this is where he earns the big bucks right here. A representative at the Coralville Motel 6 directed questions Thursday about the sale to a corporate number. A message left with the company was not immediately returned. Yeah. Patel said Motel 6 was attempting to divert business away from the new ownership by not transferring Gach's reservation. He also said the moon landing was faked. No, that's he plans to keep the room rates the same at the new hotel, which he said are $37 a night for one person, but can change depending on the time of year. Iowa City, Coralville Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, and person with the slackeriest job in history, President Josh Schamberger, voiced frustration about Gach's situation. Said he was in contact with Patel to straighten out hotel arrangements with those with reservations at Motel 6 for the Olympic trials. We want to take care of everybody, Schamberger said. This is pretty alarming news. Pretty alarming news and disappointing news, quite frankly, that this is happening. Okay. Kudos for Josh saved the ladybug, and it went into a terrarium, and then they entered the terrarium and the terrarium sweepstakes, the Tri-Cities thing, and then it won, and then there was a controversy, because was the ladybug, was it put in there by the students? It went on its own volition into the, so does that count? And then should they take points away? Josh O'Leary cracked that story. So he's already kind of a dick about it. He's a little you go out drinking with him after like a hard story, like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I gotta stay late and call this number, and they're not returning my call. Probably call a couple more times. I don't know. I mean, it's the same time zone, so I don't know. Well, I still have to make some more calls. I'll probably call 2 more times, I guess. And if and then if they answer, then it'll probably be another 20 seconds or so. But I'll meet you guys down the bar. I'll be late. I'll order in. I'll order Chinese in, and we'll just, I mean, it's my job. It's what I do. He's already such a dick about it, but I can't imagine when this story, wins. Can you win? How many Pulitzers can probably a couple, right? So it'll probably win for a couple Pulitzers, and then I feel bad for the people. I mean, sort of bad. I mean, they're terrible, awful, terrible people. These people who are changing the name, the ownership of the hotel, and $37 a night. That's, I mean, what? Anyway, so all right, so let's get the show really moving. There's also, I want to say there's not going to be an intermission, so if you want to go get some drinks, go get some drinks. But do not do it during this next act. As I said, we've got all these great people. We've got other super secret surprise guests. And I'd like to introduce the first. These guys are so amazing. I saw them. They're from San Diego. I flew them out there.